4 years of fun. 66 to 70. I escaped the tour to Vietnam. I spent 3.5 years in Colorado Springs at Peterson Field, working on T-33s and T-39s. I was privileged to fly a lot. I had a base commander that wanted me in the back seat, so we can find out if everything worked. Nothing really serious except one time when the gang didn't start everything up after you turned everything off. And we got down to about 15,000 feet when it finally started. But
How
we were
high?
ready to get out.
How high were you when they shut the engine down? 30,000?
30,000.
And down to 15. Whew. Those few minutes must have seemed like an hour, huh?
Eternity.
Those things don't glide any better.
They don't
than
glide,
rock.
man. They don't glide.
They glide like a rock.
Yeah.
I was in the Navy 1963 to 1967. Spent 4 years aboard one ship. I was only aboard one ship. It was an APA, which is a troop carrier, because I was stationed in the engine room, which was the steam propulsion. And so that's about what we did, is made sure that the ship could maneuver, you know. In 2018, I hooked up with Platte Rivers, and it's been a tremendous job.
87 to 91 in the Army, stationed at Fort Carson, to a transportation unit who deployed to Desert Storm. So spent almost a year there, and so got out and jumped around through a lot of jobs, and then now I work for the VA. I've been working with them for the past 12 years.
Now, Desert Storm, were you in Kuwait or Iraq or?
In the middle of the desert. So,
Yeah.
we did get to go into Iraq a couple of times in the middle of the night, and yeah, it was an experience
I
I'll
bet.
never forget. So now I'm learning how to fly fish with all these guys.
Takes a right turn and runs up this road. Well, this guy's like, I got to see what's going on here. So he turns around and goes up this road. And pretty soon he comes up to this farm and he sees his farmer. He says to the farmer, he said, "That chicken is so fast." He said, "The three-legged chicken." He said, "I've never seen that." He said, "Yeah." The farmer says, "Yeah." He says, I raise them special. Because, you know, sometimes your wife wants a drumstick, sometimes you want, the kid wants a drumstick. So he said, "I raised a three-legged chicken." He said, "Well, how did they taste?" The farmer says, "I don't know, I haven't been able to catch them yet."
armed service of the United States are ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We call attention to this small table which occupies the space of dignity and honor. The tablecloth is white, the purity of their intentions in response to their country's call to arms. The single rose is a vase signifying the blood they may have shed for our freedom. The slice of lemon signifies their bitter fate. The salt reminds us of the many countless tears of families as they wait. The glass inverted, they can't drink with us tonight. And the chair is empty. They are not here. Let us never forget the sacrifice of those and their families.
Very nice. Thank you, Steve.
Stephen Decker. I was in the Navy. First ship was the USS William M. Wood, DD 715, and caught her in Norfolk, Virginia. 6 weeks later, we took the ship over into the Mediterranean, where our new home port would be in the Athens, Greece area. My first assignment was I was the first lieutenant, in charge of the bosun mates, all topside evolutions, topside appearance of the ship. We did a lot of the underway replenishment, and then from there I became the communications officer, responsible for all electronic and visual communications on the ship. But being able to fish with them, being able to get out in some of the beautiful places we go, it's been worth every minute of it.
My name's Tom Shaner. I was in the Air Force from 1980 to 1985. I was on the instrument, autopilot, and flight controls of the F-15. I was first stationed in Langley Air Force Base TAC headquarters for 3 years, and then I extended for 1 year to be able to partake in going to Bitburg, Germany, which was the Bitburg Air Base, and that pretty much showed me why we have the services that we have, because of all the tension in Europe and all that with the Zulu aircraft, and you need to be operational readiness ready. I was fortunate enough to cross-train into all the other avionics on the F-15, and I was able, by 1984, able to go the summer of '84 and be the F-15 demonstration team. The air shows were phenomenal, and once again, it taught me why we were there. All the different Royal Air Forces and all the different air forces that were there. And,
I'm Tom Greenup, Air Force 63 through 67. I was a lineman electrician, building maintenance mechanic. Had a lot of different duties there, airfield lighting, taking care of the ORI facilities and that. Got out, eventually went to work for the power company as a lineman. Moved out here 6 years ago to Colorado. 4 years ago, got involved with Platte Rivers as a mentor, a leader, and a guide, and can't say enough about this group. Honored working with all these heroes and helping them. Means a lot. There was never combat, so these guys have learned a lot from them. Crazy.